Hello everyone. I hope you're happy and healthy. Um, Even though we're in this super weird situation, I just wanted to let you know I didn't make an update yesterday because indeed my boss thought this was an amazing time to call me and let me know they didn't want to go into another contract with me. To be honest, I've been very honest and real about what I think about what they're doing with their company, as in ignoring everything, basically. My stomach wants attention. About everything that our government says that we have to do worldwide to stop this pandemic being a problem, to flatten the curve, so to speak, and feel they're only worrying about their own wallets and asking us to basically commit fraud, which I'm not willing to do. So that got me quite upset, and they told us we should just bring our kids to the grandparents, which is basically for at least her grandparents, basically a death warrant. If she would have something, which we don't know, which I don't think so, but it could always happen. And even the suggestion from them was so harsh. It was so much, we don't care at all. And I told them that, and they completely disagreed, said, well, we see things very differently, which I agree on. So, yeah, that was really hard because it was already pretty low because of the whole situation and because of what they were asking us. And, you know, our whole world is upside down right now. Not just mine, yours, everyone's. And it's baffling to me how they're handling it, and that they would think, okay, well, this is a great time to tell her we do not want to continue with her. So that made me really upset, and I had to call a lot of people to see, I don't know, just to talk about it a little bit and to see how I proceed from here so that they don't put me out on the street tomorrow, because that would be really horrible. And I am not the worst person. I do not want to let my colleagues down. I do not want that company to cease to exist, but there's only so far I'm going to go. I mean, people's lives to me are more important, and the ICU and everything connected to that. So yeah, we see things differently. So it's been quite an extreme hard time for me. I don't think I've felt that low and stressed and shaken for a long while. So this corona thing has a lot of impact on a lot of people's lives, and it's hitting home here right now. So this morning I was trying to work on how to proceed from here, and I worked a lot and really hard, and I think we have now found a way in which we can work, and I hope my colleagues aren't going to be horrible towards me, because I know how they talk about people in the work floor. And of course now I'm working from home, which they still think is ridiculous, but they're accepting of it, at least semi. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not great things that they're saying, so we'll see how that goes further. But of course the world's problems are much bigger than mine. Our government has just released some information yesterday evening, which is also part of what I was watching and checking up on, because I'm also an entrepreneur, on how they're supporting entrepreneurs and businesses in the future, and that they're not going to let us down, and they're going to do their best to keep up the economy. And I saw a really positive message about scientists in Australia who think they found a cure from some medicine which has been used for AIDS, I think, or HIV before, which is also being used, I think, in China. So that was very hopeful to me. And Also, I know that there are some Dutch scientists that think they might have a cure, and there's some people who have found antibodies as well. Also, I think in the Netherlands, probably all around the world. I don't know, I'm just hearing most about the Netherlands. I'm not saying we're at the front of fighting this thing, but it does give me a lot of hope that there will be cures for people so they won't be hit so hard, so that we can go outside again and resume our regular lives, because I think people will be very eager to return to their lives and their expenses and holidays, etc. But for now, we're still going to be in a bad situation. But it's great to me that there's hope in the future. And yeah, I don't know for myself, but again, I'm just really happy with you, everyone who's watching these videos and commenting on it and saying such nice things. That's really heartwarming and wonderful. And my patrons, just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me. That means the world. That's wonderful. I can completely understand why you would delete your pledge as soon as you heard about the crisis. So that means the world to me, and I think it doesn't have to be a horrible. It's going to be a dip in economy, of course, but I think there's going to be a lot of positive changes, and I don't think people will, in the end, in the Netherlands at least, because that's the only situation I know of, will have like lots worse lives from this. But yesterday evening, I felt like the world's never going to be the same. Everything's going to crumble to pieces, and we're going to be out on the streets. I felt really bad, which is why I couldn't put myself to record a video. I was so tired, and yeah, I just couldn't talk normal anymore. So feel like this is going on way too long. People are still hoarding a little bit, but I think it's lessening, maybe because people are working again. I hope so. I'm finding a way in my work. I did some extra time, which feels weird. But I did it for a colleague who was really upset and done with the day. And I hope we keep sharing. Ooh, I really wanted to share. There was an applause yesterday for all the caregivers, and that was really amazing. Everyone's clapping for like 3 minutes and showing their love and support and gratitude. And that was so heartwarming and wonderful. And I really hope that we do that more often, and there's some more things happening with people hanging up t-shirts and hearts, and that's really wonderful to see how people also come together, and how, you know, like parents in the class that my daughter is in and I are sharing things and methods and ways to cope with these days, because it's 3 jobs, I guess. Your regular job, then you have your kid home which needs schooling, and then you have your, you know, like basic stuff that needs to happen in the home and have food on the table and cook, which is just getting a little harder with everyone that's hoarding. So yeah, it's challenging, but I think it's really cool to see how everyone does it together. We're in this together, and we'll get out of it together, and I'm really feeling more hopeful, and I want to give you a little hope, hopefully, and thank you. So yeah, thanks for watching. And weird, crazy times, but I'm sure we'll be stronger, because what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Bye bye, sweetheart. Thank you for watching, for being there. Stay strong.